Hey there, this is Games and Comics, and this is my top 3 favourite and top 3 worst controllers. This is a response to Edit 113. Sorry man, can't remember. But I discovered the thing from darrenwalshsock or walshsock. No, you're called darrenwalshsock. That's it. That's it. That's your new name. So let's crack on with it. I've put no restrictions on my favourites or my worst. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go from my worst to my top. So number 3 worst controller ever has to be the N64 controller. Oh my god, I hate this thing. It was meant to make... Oh, my cat is on top of my wardrobe, which is already rickety. I can't imagine it getting down very well. Climbed into my DDR box, my Mario DDR box. That's really cool. Okay, so yeah, N64 controller. Okay, it was meant to make 3D platforming easier, when in actual fact it's just like a Super Nintendo controller, but with more confusing front-facing button layout, and this had to be there. So I don't think they thought this through very well. Just, yeah. Actually, I think they must have thought it through, but like I said, not very well. Okay, so there we go. Okay, my second worst controller is the Mega Drive controller. Now, you may think, oh, it's because it's only got 3 buttons. Well, actually, no, the 3 button thing doesn't really bother me. They feel like arcade buttons, which is really cool. But this, oh, don't knock over my Rimino bottles, please, please. Please. Oh, I love you, Charlie. Thank you. Okay, it's because of this stupid thing. It's not responsive, it's stiff, it's... Ugh. So, that's alright, that is not. So, that's that. I'll get you down, Charlie. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Knocked over my Pokemon cards I left up there. Oh well. Apologise to the people, Charlie. Apologise. You're so cute. Meow. Okay. Okay, I'm back. She's left my room now. I wonder why. Okay, so my top most hated controller ever. The Atari 2600 controller. I freaking hate this thing. This is the most stiff, awkward joystick you will ever see. It's not good for left-handed players, because they'd have to hold it like that, and then have to sort of reach over like that, whereas normal people can just do that. The button doesn't click. Might just be mine, but it just doesn't click. It just sort of sits there. It wears out, they break. It's just, I know it's an old console, but this is primitive. Even for its time, this is pretty atrocious. So that's that one. Now on to my top 3 controllers. So at number 3 we have a gun. Now, I know this is sort of against the rules-ish. Well, they're not against my rules, but yeah. I love this thing. It feels like something you'd have in a Time Crisis game or Virtual Cop or something like that the actual character would use, and it feels solid. It's got one button, one start button. Got the trigger, very responsive. It feels lush to hold. It's It's got that little groove there, so you put your thumb there, it's like very nice to use. Love it. It's called the Sega Stun Gun, or the Sega Stunner, one of them. It's just a very nice controller. It's not very expensive either. Okay, so next, it's on my Pong console. I've only been able to use this once because it's a very temperamental machine, but when I did use it, it was amazing. Like, crazy. Okay, so that's all you get, but it's analog. It feels very smooth, very precise. It has a stop on that one and stop on that one, so that's quite cool. And yeah, just love it. It's basic, but very, very effective. Of course, it wouldn't work on a normal game like you have today, but if they made a paddle attachment for... Oh, now she's on my Spectrum games. I'll leave it. Oh, well, now she's on my green screen. Charlie, you owe me 65p. She loves my room. There's so many little places to explore. Okay, back to this. If they made an adapter, like on the Wii remote or something that could let you use a spinner, that'd just be so cool. Just be amazing. Okay, so that's that. That's number 2. This is number 1. Numero uno. The Speed King. Okay, so yeah, it is the Speed King. I'm not sure what console, well, what this was designed for, but it works with the 2600 and the Mega Drive and a few other systems, but it's got 3 buttons, so it can't just be for the 2600, so it might have been made so people can use it on their ColecoVision or something like that. It's got a start button there. It's got auto fire switch there. It's a very nice switch, that. It looks so retro. So cool. So, got those 2. It's got another button there. So, on a 2600 game, they all tend to do the same thing. And the joystick, you can hear it click. Very clearly, rather loud, but this would be standard in an arcade in the UK. You hear that all the time. So if I attach this to a Spectrum Commodore 64, it would bring back so many people's memories. It's just so well made, so well designed. Even the creator of it, he asked what left-handed gamers thought. Sorry, my cat's over there again on some more mischief. So he asked what left-handed gamers thought, and he said, "No, we don't feel anything wrong with it, because we hold the stick with their left hand, and then move the bottom bit, because you're pressing the buttons down here and up here, so it works both ways. So it's quite nice." You can't hold the thing in your left hand though. So I guess you could. I just tried that, but it'd be stupidly uncomfortable and rather pointless. So that's that. Number 1, you will sit on my shelf forever. No, you won't. You will go back in the box. So enjoy. A fantastic day, and I will see you later.